UGC stands for user-generated content, the content you see all over your feeds that is primarily made by women, promoting and reviewing products in a more casual and demonstrative way to help the brand gain more respect through the authenticity of the content to drive more sales. Over the past 5 years, with the rise of TikTok, it's gained huge popularity. 87% of brands use UGC nowadays, and 79% of people say UGC highly impacts their purchasing decisions. But there is a step-by-step strategy for brands to leverage UGC creators to not only increase sales significantly, but to look more authentic compared to their competitors, which nowadays is pretty important. This strategy is helping brands not only get their highest years in sales they ever thought possible, it's revolutionizing their whole market months after implementing these simple UGC campaigns. And I'm surprised more people don't know about this strategy that helps you leverage it correctly. Today, I'm excited to reveal this simple strategy to you so you can learn how to leverage UGC to increase sales by 29% and to blow up your brand. Now, let's first talk about UGC so you have the basics and you can understand the rest of the content I'm going to spill after I'll teach you everything you need to know about leveraging it. And I believe some of this stuff is nothing you've ever heard before, as I'm going to get into the nitty-gritty details of it. User-generated content, or UGC, is any form of content, images, videos, text, or audio created by users and shared on social media, review sites, forums, and more. Instead of the brand itself doing all of the talking, UGC lets customers and employees create content that promotes the product, service, or company culture. This approach is particularly powerful because it adds a layer of authenticity and trust. A good rule of thumb is to encourage your satisfied customers and employees to share their experiences and thoughts about your brand. This not only broadens your reach, but it will also make your marketing feel more genuine and relatable, as we kind of need it to be in this day and age. And once you learn how to correctly use UGC to your brand's advantage, you're going to be unstoppable. And I'm not joking. A staggering 93% of consumers believe that user-generated content is very helpful when making a purchasing decision. Now, there's a few important things no other YouTube video has ever told you about UGC that I'm just gonna spill. User-generated content isn't just for B2C campaigns. B2B companies are also finding great value in it. This type of content can greatly increase a company's reach and impact, and studies say social campaigns that incorporate UGC see a 50% lift in engagement. UGC is particularly effective because people tend to trust content created by real users over traditional brand-generated content. In fact, consumers are 2.4 times more likely to say user-generated content is more authentic compared to brand-created content. It's also highly cost-effective, providing a high return on investment since the content is often created without any direct costs. Featuring customers and employees in your marketing humanizes your brand, making it more relatable and trustworthy. Leveraging UGC efficiently means encouraging and guiding your community to share their genuine experiences and insights about your brand. Who doesn't want happy customers sharing happy videos of even happier reviews? And once you get the hang of it, you're never going to stop leveraging UGC. I'm sorry. The benefits of UGC go unmatched compared to any other ad you've ever run, and I guarantee there's a couple things in here you didn't even know about it. UGC has some of the biggest benefits for your brand. It helps make your brand look more real and trustworthy because it shows real people talking about your products. UGC can also boost engagement and sales. For example, ads with UGC get 73% more positive comments and can lead to 29% higher conversion rate on websites. Plus, it's much cheaper than making your own content, with cost per click dropping by 50%. People trust more what their peers say more than brand ads. 92% of consumers prefer recommendations from people they know, and 84% trust peer reviews more than other ads. UGC can also help you reach new audiences and is much more effective than influencer content, which is 9.8 times less impactful. With 35% of Gen Z believing UGC will be more credible than company-created content soon, it's clear that UGC is a powerful tool for connecting with your audience. The next step is detrimental to actually obtaining a strong UGC candidate and partnership. While looking for and partnering with UGC creators seems pretty self-explanatory and easy, I'm going to be the first one to tell you it's not. Here's what I mean. Here's how I recommend you find a UGC creator, and it's quite detailed. I suggest this approach because it also will give you the best return on your time, but at the same time, it can be time consuming. Safe to say, it's the most effective way to do this. You need to search on TikTok and Instagram for creators in your exact niche. Whether your niche is fitness, beauty, sports, whatever, ensure that the creators have content related to your brand's niche on their feed. This indicates that they know what they're doing with products like yours. They don't need a large following if you're just looking for UGC to use in paid advertisements. Review their existing videos to ensure that they have core fundamentals of quality content so it performs well when you run it as an ad. Now, here are the number of qualities the content needs to actually perform and to make sure that the partnership is actually worth your time, and some of these may be surprising to say the least. First, look for good lighting. If the creator has videos with bad lighting, move on. Good lighting is crucial for video retention. People won't watch your ads if the lighting is poor. Next, look for well put together and thoughtful clips. If the creator adds their own homemade B-roll with shots from different angles and they're going all out, it shows that they care about the content and they're making sure that the ad looks good for you and your brand. Lastly, consider the setting and clutter. The setting should make sense for the product, like a toothbrush in a bathroom. And beware for clutter in the background, as it won't reflect well on your brand. By looking out for these things and choosing wisely, you'll likely form a much more effective partnership with a creator that pays off and is actually worth your time. While prospecting, the last thing you need to do is actually get a hold of the creator. And I'm going to walk through hidden tips and tricks on how to do that. Find their business email. It's probably in their bio or on their website, somewhere around there. Contact that email with details about your company and the type of content you expect them to create based on their portfolio. Specify if you want a review, box opening, demonstration, product usage walkthrough, or a series of all. Start with a light email pitching the idea, then follow up with more details or pitch a Zoom call to discuss expectations, payment directions, and other important details. This approach will help you build a strong database of creators to work with. This strategy is so simple, yet less than 16% of brands use it. Chances are you're in the 84th percentile that doesn't use it and have probably never heard of it. I like to call this strategy the SGC Machine. This idea creates the content for you on Autopilot. With UGC creators, you can either put it together yourself or hire third parties. I'll get into those details in a bit. This SGC Machine will help you save time and handle this whole UGC process faster. And by the way, SGC stands for strategically generated content. Ultimately, as a brand, you have to decide what works best for you. So let's dive into the SGC Machine, what it's all about, and steps on how you can implement it and customize it for your brand. Planning, scripting, filming, editing, and launching are all parts of the system. I don't want to bore you to death, so I'll give you a brief overview while making sure you get all of the necessary info of these. Planning involves documents, usage rights, payment terms, usage windows, publicity rights, and a strong brief with clear directions for each creator. For scripting, your copywriter needs to create the scripts for the creator depending on the type of content in the brief. You, on the other hand, will provide the creator with a window to film after sending the PR box or whatever you're sending. They will film and edit the content, so make sure to get a turnaround estimate from them. The final content will then be launched on your social platforms and ad campaigns. I recommend getting different kinds of content for each campaign to test and see what resonates. The biggest mistake brands make is not providing information on the target audience so the creator can better adjust their approach in the ads. So keep that in mind. To be fair, if you follow the system and advice, you will be unstoppable, as everything should go pretty smooth. Now with that info, that's how you're going to put together the system and place it into your brand. And if you're the brand who doesn't want to spend time doing that, now this next step is the solution for you. Remember when I mentioned third parties? Here's how they can help. There are companies out there with systems already in place to find and hire top UGC creators who are trustworthy and reliable, perfect for your brand. The third-party company will handle details like finding creators in your niche, ensuring that the creator's content matches your style, and make sure basics are met like no other brand's logo appearances. They will put together briefs, service agreements, and align expectations with the creators to avoid any unwanted back and forth about content usage, rights, and lawsuits. The content will be delivered in bulk or in sets depending on the package you purchase, and you'll receive the ads seamlessly from the creator and the company. If this sounds like something your brand would prefer, I have a link in the description that will lead you to a page with more information on how to get in touch. Hopefully you learned a lot about leveraging UGC for your company in this video, and hopefully you're leaving with clarity on what your next move is to increase your sales by 29% with UGC. So with that being said, thanks for watching, and if you like this kind of content, please subscribe for more.